So one of the brothers was asking me how to curb his social anxiety. Social awkwardness, social anxiety, fearful of being in crowds. It's all under the same umbrella and it's all rooted in fear. But the best way to bypass that fear of people, events, circumstances, the anticipation of certain events, is to understand that fear in and of itself is rooted in the fear of death. I know that may be quite hard for you to comprehend and understand, but really try to understand what I'm saying. All fear, the vibration of fear itself, stems from the fear of death. It's a combination of a few different things as well, but mainly it's the fear of death. When you truly comprehend the totality of you, me, life itself, the supreme reality, you're going to understand that you don't ever die. You are merely energy, timeless, formless, deathless, and birthless energy, which is experiencing itself through this physical vessel. Okay? So with the fundamentals being set, when you operate from that higher state of consciousness, understanding of one's conception, totality, existence, then you bypass social anxiety by default. Because social anxiety is you diminishing your conception of self. Is basically your internal dialogue is where it's in a state of comparison, whereby you deem yourself to be lesser than the people around you. Really and truly, like, understand that. The only reason you feel socially anxious and awkward is because in your head, you are telling yourself that you're not worthy. You're telling yourself that you're not good enough. You're telling yourself that the people around you are judging you and looking at you a certain way, when all of this is just a manifestation of your mind. And what you have to really pay attention to and really wholeheartedly grasp is that we are constantly creating with our thoughts, our feelings, and our emotions, because we are in constant communication with the field around us. Yeah? So with that being said, the reason I mentioned that it's a combination of understanding fear and other things is that it's energy, frequency, and vibration. The great Nikola Tesla said, like you've heard me a million times, right? If you wish to understand the secrets of the universe, look at everything in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. So hence, when your energy is high, when your frequency is high, when you vibrate at a certain level, you diminish all of these different thought forms and states of conception and just ways of looking at oneself and life itself in a completely different way. You bypass them. That's the beautiful thing about becoming spiritually attained. The journey of inner evolution, the journey of ascending in consciousness. It's the whole point. The whole point of spirituality is to transcend the lower mind, which keeps us in a state of suffering. That's how you curb social anxiety. When you operate from a high frequency, when you're retaining, you're taking your cold showers, you're eating high quality, organic, non-GMO, alkaline food, you're really taking the time to study yourself, know yourself, learn the patterns and the things that are killing your light and dimming your vibration, then it's just a game of alchemy. It's a game of energy. Is it all sweet? Is it all perfect? Is it easy? By no means. It's a daily mind management thing. Even myself, I have moments where I'm ready to crash out, man. My name is a 4-way match with child abuse in gematria. Gematria is gematria is the language of the universe, right? Gematria is the link between the English language and numbers. And we know that numbers are the language of the universe. And hence, when you have a certain word, right, in the English language, when you use a gematria calculator, you will get a corresponding number. Meaning, my name is a 4-way match with child abuse. So algorithmically, this was coded into my consciousness to come and experience some really fucked up shit. This is why I'm able to come and give you this context, because you can see that I don't bullshit. You can see that I really live this. To all the people who have met me in real life, because I've had a bunch of people come to me, tap me on the shoulder. I'm like, yo, who's one of my supporters, one of my beautiful, loving, kind supporters. When they meet me in the flesh, it's the same energy. You lot think that just because I'm on an app, I'm recording in front of people all the time. This is me. It took me years and years and years to get to this level. You have no idea the kind of mental battles I had to go through, the kind of abuse I've been through, psychological, physical. You lot have no idea the kind of shit I've had to muscle through to make sure that I don't. But that was never in my DNA. That was never in my code. It was, I'm always going to make it out. No matter what the universe throws at me, I'm going to always make it out. I'm going to always make it out. Always, every time. I'm going to stay on 10. I'm going to make sure that I address the things that are holding me back, the patterns, and I'm going to come out on top. That's just guaranteed. So with that being said, I'm just giving you some context, right? I'm giving you context as an individual who's been on those super low spheres with no confidence, no light, no love, no connection to self, no connection to others, not being able to communicate with women, feeling shaky, feeling nervous, completely in your own head, like turbulence at home, turbulence at school, to the point where you just think, have I come here to suffer? Have I really just come here to feel pain at all points and all moments? Yeah. To the point where you come out on top, you raise your frequency, you raise your vibration, you start loving yourself, you have the most incredible compassion and love and humility for yourself, that it's like you just become your own best friend. Like, honestly, I am my own best friend. I got me at all times. This is why I don't need anyone. Of course, I love women, bro. Bro, that's written into our DNA too hard, bro. It's crazy. That's for another video. But with that being said, I don't need a woman to complete me. I just don't. I'm always be happy. I'm always be blissful. I'm always operate from a high level of consciousness. And when I meet that beautiful, high level, spiritual, conscious, beautifully divine and sexy woman, yeah, we're going to make magic. But with that being said, you don't need anyone to complete you, because if you do need someone to complete you, you've already lost from the onset. You need wholeness, balance, and love for yourself. And then once you've got that, once you've operated from a high frequency, social anxiety, awkwardness, all of this stuff, it won't even be in your, like, you won't even think about it. You walk into a room of people like, yo, what's up, family? How you doing? Just chopping, like, experiencing reality itself, because these are blockages. These are blockages which are purposefully planted into us psychologically, whereby it's that internal dialogue which is killing you, but also energetically by the things that you're doing that I've mentioned in previous videos. Guys, I really hope that's made some sense. Do your best to raise your frequency each day. If you're a brother, stay on your attention. Do your cold showers, do your daily exercise, do your daily meditation, allow the energy to circulate, and then you'll see that your frequency becomes so high to the point there is no anxiety, there is no awkwardness, there is no, I feel off. Will you feel perfect 24/7? No. That's just part of the journey. It's life itself. Life is ebbs and flows, no? You're not always going to feel on 10, but you won't ever feel as low as you did before on those lower frequencies and those lower vibrations. Because once you operate on those low vibrations, you start thinking that that's the norm. You start thinking, well, is this really what life has to offer? I promise you, bro, there's so much more. I promise you. You are a beautiful expression of divinity. Start respecting yourself. Start respecting your energy. Start respecting your frequency. And when you respect and love yourself through the alchemical processes and practices that I mentioned, through making sure that your internal dialogue is in check, through making sure that you love yourself and accept yourself, then everything is just bliss, man. I'm telling you. Then you're going to start attracting the people that you want into your life. Then you're going to start to see bliss, divinity that you always hear me mention all the time. Because look at this. This is a game of divinity, but we merely have to recontextualize our lens, heighten our frequency, operate out of love for ourselves and others, and then we can really start playing the game from the way in which it was intended by the creator. Guys, I really do hope that's really landed, hit your spirit, raised your frequency, and allowed you to bypass some of the things that are in your head, because for the most part, these are programs. Ego-based matrix 3D programs designed to keep us on a lower vibration, on a lower frequency, and stuck in our heads. Guys, peace and power, love and light, and I'm going to see you in the next one.